Why would a loving God, an all-powerful God, allow so much suffering in the world today? Couldn't he stop it? That's certainly a question that many people have. Sometimes it's asked from the perspective of trying to discredit God, but other times it's a very sincere question by sincerely seeking individuals. So why does God allow so much suffering? A lot of it has to do with what God's purpose is for mankind, which is so little understood in our world today. Back in 1972, there was a novel that came out by the name of the Stepford Wives. And several years later, there was a movie made called the Stepford Wives. And I believe there was a remake of it later on. And in this movie, there was this idyllic town with beautiful women who did everything just right. They knew how to cook, they knew how to take care of their children, they knew how to take care of their husbands. They were the perfect wives. But there was one problem. They were robots. They weren't real. They weren't living human beings. They were reacting the way that they had been programmed. Now, God could have created Stepford People, but he didn't. He created us with free moral agency, the ability to make choices, to choose between good and bad, right and wrong. He allows us to do these things for a reason, because God is not just creating angels, as so often people think. He's not creating us to sit on clouds and play harp music or eat Philadelphia cream cheese, as I often say from the advertisement. He's created people with free moral agency because he is creating children to be born into his very family, people who can react, people who can rule, people who can do things, who can make right choices. And he has to know that when we are given immortal life, that he can trust us. And so he gives us this opportunity on this earth to see what we're going to do. Now, there's a lot more to the answer to this question of why God, a loving God, would allow so much suffering. And I don't want to take the time to answer all of the question for now, but just think of it this way. Do you really want God to control your life? When you want to light up a joint and smoke it, do you want God to slap it out of your hands? When you want to get drunk, do you want God to stop you from it, to slap the glass out of your hands? Every time you have a wrong thought or do something a wrong way, do you want God controlling your life? I dare say that most people do not, especially those who would like to use this argument against God or to discredit the existence of God. No, we really want to do our own thing. And so when things go terribly wrong, when wars exist, when murder and rape occur, when we get sick because of our choices and the things that we do, we have no one to blame but ourselves. So let's stop blaming God. If you are interested in knowing more about the purpose of human life, why God created us, Tomorrow's World has a resource called Your Ultimate Destiny. You're welcome to click on the link that is shown and order a copy of it or read it online. But that's a free choice that you have. You don't have to do it. You can do it if you choose. This is Gerald Weston for Tomorrow's World for June the 10th, 2020. Have a wonderful day.